All right, so we're back on the lamp post, and I've got my bending jig here. You can see the forge in the background. We're kind of doing a little mix of bending with the jig, but also forging, because the twist that I'm getting. So this is one of the final pieces. Now I'm working on a finial for up here. But with the bender, I can't bend it the way I want it. So we're kind of bouncing between working in the forge and using the bender. So let me show you what we're doing. You can see we've got our little crook in the end of it. We're going to hook it into the bending jig. Not where it would normally go, but around one of the ends. And then we're going to kind of just wrap it around as quickly as I possibly can so I don't lose heat. All right. Now I'm going to take my sample, which is still hot. Find something I can hold on to it with. There we go. All right. All right. So I think that's where we want it. Come on. As it cools, it kind of locks in there, so it makes it a little difficult. They're pretty close. All right. So now that's one side of it. The plan is to have the other side come out and do a loop going this way so it mirrors this one. All right, so it's just about ready to come out. Please understand, I am not a blacksmith by any means. I'm just getting back into this. I haven't done this in probably 30 years. So I'm probably the best example of what not to do, but we'll see how it works. First rule, expect everything in a shop where you have a forge or you're welding to be hot. So this is the final product. There are 3 like this. I don't know, it may be a little gaudy, but once you put it on that big light post, hopefully it'll work good. That light mount will be right here. So you have the bulb hanging here. So the next step for these is to clean them and powder coat them, and then clean the post, powder coat it, and then we'll start wiring it. But before I do that, I've got one more thing I need to do with the forge. Okay, so there's 4 arms on this light post. 2 will have light fixtures on them. 1 will have a hook for a hanging basket, and then the other is going to have hooks for like a seasonal flag or a name plaque or something like that. So on that one, all we did is put the curlicue topper on it, and then we left this underside vacant so the flag could hang from it or a name placard or something. So the next thing I need to do is make hooks to go in this to hold the flag that they may want to put on it. So that's the next step. To do that, I've got some 1/2-inch square stock heating up in the forge, and we're gonna just make some hooks out of it and weld them to the arms. That should be good to go. Start off with these hooks. We've got a 1/2 inch piece of square stock in the forge. I could use round stock, but I'm using square because the lamp post is square. All of the arms off of it are square, and I want to kind of carry that theme through. So it's an aesthetics thing. So we've just about got this to temperature, and then I'll bring you back and we'll start on that. All right, let's get started. So the first thing I'm going to do is taper out the end of it, kind of making a point on it. I welded this hook here, but on this side I drilled a hole, and you can see it goes all the way through. It's made so that I've kind of rounded the edge on this one a little. You can see our ground reliefs on it. So it'll fit up. Let's see if I can move my hand. It'll fit up in the channel like this. And we'll come in. I'm going to drill and tap this in. There'll be a nut right here that'll hold it in. And what that will allow is, normally these hooks will be like this, but if she wants to put a flag on it or something and hook it where it'll be tight, well, trying to stretch it to go over this hook and then this hook, it's not going to be tight. But if you can rotate this hook around, now you can put the piece on it, rotate the hook back, and now it's snug. So I've got to drill and tap this, and then I think the last thing to do is get everything sandblasted, get it ready for powder coat, and then powder coat. So we're getting close. We're checking off things on the list, so we'll see how it goes. I think that's probably going to be it for today. I'll bring you back for the powder coat and the install when we do the final assembly, and hopefully in the next week we'll have this post finished and in place. I'm hoping. Hey, I hope y'all are having a great day. It's a beautiful day here. God bless you. Take care of yourselves.